The young lady, I saw your hand and then here.
Who?
Yeah, did I see your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question to this. What is real reality? And I don't know why this came to me. It's crazy. I don't even know if I like it, but this is what it's, I don't know. It's not a feeling. Could it be that real reality is like a computer, a data, 0 and 1s? Is it possible that real reality is a series of events, moments, things that are either good or evil, and those being the 0s and the 1s?
Interesting.
It is interesting. I don't.
Yeah.
For me, I don't really like the answer because the question, because it feels very cold. It feels like I don't get to have my emotions in that. I don't get to have my feelings, which I like to take with me everywhere I go. So for me, because what raised that answer or that possibility is because I was thinking, if there is good and evil, then is there room for good thoughts, bad thoughts, or evil thoughts, good things, evil things? So then it shifted everything, and everything became this zeros or 1s, good or evil. So for me, again, because I don't get to bring my emotions, I don't necessarily know that I like it, but is it possible, could it be a possibility that real reality is those moments or those things that either fall into that or that?
Interesting. I put my 2 cents in. I saw a couple of people want to respond. Why do you think that it's cold not to be into your emotions?
Because I feel like, it's a connection. It's a physiological connection to the
what?
body. The mind to the body is through your feelings.
Right. And are you your mind, body, and feelings?
I feel like if I say no, then what did God do all that for? Like he was saying about the mind.
Go ahead.
Why have a mind? Why did God give us the mind to not develop and to be intellectual and to learn? Why would, it's almost like he would give it to us, to waste it? He could have just left this empty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like God is a wasteful God.
He wants you to have an empty mind.
But why give a mind to be empty?
He didn't give you a mind. The mind came as a result of the fall.
Well, then why not give us a mind? Why can't we have the mind? I think that the mind does amazing things.
You have a brain, and the brain does amazing things. It makes the body function. It makes you run and jump high. It makes you lift weight. It makes you overeat. It makes you undereat. It makes you compensate one another, and blah, blah, blah. That's the function of the brain. But the mind did not come from God.
And when you say that with those simple
That's why
functions,
he said bring your whole mind into captivity. He doesn't want you thinking about it at all.
but when you say that, it almost makes it seem like it's very Neanderthal, very like cavemanish. Like we're just like in a cave and like we're not learning anything. We're not growing. We're not
Right.
progressing.
That's interesting. Have you noticed that people with a mind are in a cave and they're very Neanderthal and they act like animals and they hate one another and they judge one another and they get emotional because they are in the mind, in a cave, and they're going round and around in a circle acting like Neanderthals.
A heart surgeon with a master's in being able to save someone's life doesn't feel or seem very Neanderthal to me.
But he is. He just learned to do surgery, but he lives in his imagination too. Inwardly, he's in a cave. As soon as he sew your body back up, he go in his corner and cry. He's only feeling good while he's doing the surgery, but as soon as he put the knife down, reality sets in. He's miserable.
Which you'll answer soon, which is what is reality? Real reality.
Right.
Okay.
But I understand what you're saying because every human being connected to their emotional stuff, they have identified with it, and they truly believe that it's them. And that's why it's so hard to die spiritually so you can live spiritually. Die from the old nature because it feels like you're dying.
But why would Satan trick us through that?
Because
Why?
he's a liar. He's a deceiver. He wants to control you. He wants your soul.
Through making us feel like we're in control?
Yes.
Oh,
That's why he's
It's
called the
tricky.
deceiver.
that is tricky.
But has someone told you when you were a kid, you know what? Don't get angry. Don't overreact. Those are not your feelings. That's not you. You would have never identified with him. And you were growing up free instead of living in this cage. But no one told you, and then the world told you that your feelings are you. It's good to have feelings. It's good to be angry. Anger is good. Jesus was angry. They tell
Because
you
you-
everything to keep you in hell.
But I've raised this before, and I don't know why I'm going back in a circle, but when I first got here, when you started to introduce a life with no feelings, I was like, that's a sociopath. That's that's a psychopath.
And the psychopath, sociopath is the one with feelings. If you weren't into feeling, you would never commit a crime.
I remember. Okay.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah. it
But the
is.
devil have tricked you to make you think you are your thoughts and your body and your feelings, and you're not.
Okay.
I know that for a fact that you're not. That's not even a doubt now. We are not our mind, we're not our bodies, we're not our feelings. Emotions are evil.
Okay.
What?
It's heavy. It's stressful. Because you have to detach. And someone like me that has lived my life very attached to my feelings, they are what I think keeps me safe, keeps me able to survive this whole experience. It's scary.
Yeah, I understand, you're right. But it's not keeping you safe, it's destroying you. But you call it safety. People love
It
their
keeps-
misery, people love their hell, and they call it heaven. Isn't that amazing?
You're right. It keeps me in a cave. It
Yeah.
keeps me reinforced. You
Yes.
can't get to me because I'm going to find an emotion or a feeling that will alert me to something, and it will keep you out and me in.
Yes,
That's interesting.
that's deep.
It is.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you to stay with it. You're on your way. Just stay there. And you're going to get deeper and deeper into hell, but you got to go through hell to get to heaven.
But what if I don't want anyone in and I don't want to get out? What is that? I feel like this is a movie. This feels like a movie.
And what if you don't want what now?
What if I don't want to get out? What if I am so attached to this place that seems so safe, but I do, but I don't, but I do.
Yeah.
Like I want to be in the space where you're talking about, but I don't want to give up what I feel keeps me safe.
Most people don't want to get out of their hell. They want to stay in this false sense of safety, right?
Right.
A few do want to get out. And that's your battle. You want to get out. If you didn't want it, you wouldn't be here today.
But I have to give up those emotions. I have to give up those things. And
Right.
it just feels like when I realize that that's how I could keep myself safe, it feels like you're like a kid and you found a treasure. So you're almost asking me to give up what feels like a treasure.
I'm encouraging you to give up the fake treasure in order to receive the true treasure.
Oh, and that's so
Because that's-
crazy. Because I
because-
would really think that you're deceiving me. I'm like, you feel like a game show host that's trying to get me to pick the box that doesn't have anything in it.
Right, and that's what I want you to do. You want the empty glass.
Got it.
Absolutely. And again, I want you to know, if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be listening to me at all, and you would not be here. You keep coming back because you do want it, but this thing inside of you that you have identified with does not want it, but you think it's you that want it, but you don't want it. You want it, but you don't want it. The real you want it. You want to return to the Father. Otherwise, you would have given me the finger the first Sunday you came, and I would not have seen you since.
And
anymore.
this is why this moment starts to feel unreal. like we're talking about reality, but in this conversation, I'm questioning, like, am I really sitting here? Is this real? And it's crazy. Like, it's literally crazy to
Yeah.
think that, because I know I'm here. I drove here.
And you,
That's how crazy it is. I know, it seems
no,
stupid.
you're right. I know what you mean. But so you were thinking that in your head right now?
Absolutely.
You were talking to yourself?
Yes.
I didn't see you moving your lips. Who was talking?
I feel like it was me.
But it wasn't you.
Got it.
I didn't see your lips moving.
It sounded like me.
Right, that's what the devil does.
It has all of my characteristics.
You have all of its characteristics. It doesn't have yours at all. Because the real you is here, but you're down here and you have all of the devil's characteristics. And that's what you want to overcome.
Heard.
You want to die from all those identities
Got it.
and ideas.
Got it.
You just think that is you. I want you to remember that. You think that is you, even if you have to remind yourself, that's not me. That's not me thinking. Where did that thought come from? Where did that feeling come from? I wasn't even thinking anything. I feel this way. And then you just start to see it's not you because you're not accepting it as you.
Are we just, is it just because we became best friends? I don't know. Like, to me, it's just like, well, who is this person? Why am I so connected to it then?
Because growing up, you identify with it. When you were traumatized, you escaped into the imagination in order to survive the trauma. But all you did when you went into that, you went into hell and you created more trauma by overreacting over everything, either with joy or with sadness or anger or fear or something.
That's pretty interesting because I don't even know how you would know that, but I know that happened.
Yeah. And the reason you know it because you know the truth and you want the truth. That happened to every human being. Not one go get away from it.
Got it.
That's why God said everyone who's born of the flesh of the woman must be born of the spirit of the Father.
Got it.
That's what the second birth is all about.
Got it.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah. Surely. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.